got like 2 hours until the next class.
Some days I wake up and I say that I am the luckiest person on earth. And other days I wake up with such excitement to get out of bed and go outside. And all I be doing that day is like going to work or seeing a friend. I've realized that adventure and excitement and thrill, it has less to do with the things that you partake in and more of how you choose to show up to those things. Like my joy and my happiness have very little to do with the life that I live and just more of how I choose to live it. Because my choices just allow me to have an adventure every day. And when I first started going to school in New York City, it was just the perfect place for me to embody making every day an adventure. And I was fatter then. But no matter where you live or what you do, you deserve to feel excitement is at your fingertips. I hope you don't fail. Grand Risings. Peace, love, and light. Subscribe for more. I'm gonna try to film this video up, say what I gotta say, and dip because, child, it's hot. It's 91 degrees. Another day it was 70 degrees, and I don't got the time for the global warming. Y'all came here because y'all wanted to know how to make your boring life an adventure, and it's okay to say that your life is boring. I'm so excited to talk about this topic. It's one that makes me so happy to be alive, and it's one that I think a lot of people stop me on the street and they're just like, here's an exact representation of how that happens. I could be walking, minding my business, and people see that, but can't seem to mind theirs. Next thing you know, they're running, I'm running, and once they finally freaking chase me down,
Where do you get your happiness from?
you have this essence to you, or the people that I'm friends with and coworkers with are like, you make me feel happy. And it's because I really enjoy being alive. I really enjoy living, and that's because a part of me feels like everything is so exciting. Everything is adventure. Everything is new. Even though I've been here for 21 years of life, everything, every day is a little bit different, and that's cool. So let's start off with a test, okay? A little test. I'm gonna say a word. You're gonna close your eyes and just think about whatever comes to mind when you close your eyes when I say this word. So close your eyes, breathe in, and breathe out. Adventure. Breathe in, breathe out. Travel. Breathe in, breathe out. All right, open your eyes. My yoga teacher came out. What came to your mind when I said those two words, adventure and travel? When I said the word adventure, the first thing that came to mind was this guy with a backpack on and his dog on a leash, and they're walking down a narrow road with trees, and they're about to go into this unknown. You can tell what type of person I am because I love outdoors. I love outdoorsy stuff. I don't know what it was for you guys. Maybe adventure looked like, maybe it looked like going to this new food spot, or it looked like bungee jumping. I don't know what adventure looks like for you guys, so please drop in the comments below. What came to your mind when I said adventure? What was that picture that you saw in there when I said adventure? And what did you see when I said travel? I saw a beach, I saw sand. I've never been to really a beach before. Actually, I have gone to a beach. It was a nude beach, so I think that within itself was an experience of its own, being that it was the first beach and also a nude beach. These words like adventure and travel, what may have come to mind for some of you guys may have been like something that isn't a part of just daily life. Adventure should look like going different places and trying absurd and hazardous things. But the idea that adventure is somewhere else, or that adventure is hiding from you, is so far beyond the truth. I go to school out in the city, and I love travel. I love it. And I commute out to the city. It takes me about 2 hours. I live in New York, but the commute is still about 2.5 hours for me just to get to my school. And I wake up at 5 in the morning to catch the bus. Then I get home at literally 9 because that's when the bus comes. I was there in the city for more than what would be 12 hours. I didn't know anybody. Okay, I didn't know anybody out there. I had a 9-hour break and I just didn't know what to do with it. It's raining outside right now and I'm gonna let the rain leave the window open because the rain is calming me down. This is Editing Sabrina here, and I realized that I'm so long-winded and I wanted to get to the point because I just wasn't doing it quick enough. But the way I found my adventure every day going to school was I made it a point to just embrace all that I have not known yet. When I say out in the city, I already feel like that is already going to another destination and going to another place, but I also want to emphasize that the city is only 40 minutes away from me. So still very near, very local. I don't want to counter what I was just saying about having to go anywhere, because you can still stay really near to home and find adventure. Adventure really is doing new things, doing things that you haven't done before, and things that are unexpected. I found my joy and adventure going to Trader Joe's in the city. I've never been to Trader Joe's before, so I was like, I'm gonna go to Trader Joe's while I have like this 9-hour break. I spent like an hour and a half on live on Instagram throughout Trader Joe's because it was such an adventurous and cool experience. I literally like remember going into Trader. That was like my first and last time into Trader Joe's, and I gotta go again because where I live, I don't have Trader Joe's near me, only like in the city area. I just remember like getting my first piece of bread from Trader Joe's, and man, that made me happy. I just got on the subway. I literally got on the subway and I went different places. I looked up vegan spots, and there were so many cool vegan spots in the city. So I just hopped in the subway and I tried different ones, and I looked at different parks and different subway stations. And when we move so fast in life, and we're always just trying to get to the next destination and to the next spot, it takes away from really experiencing things, really feeling things, and the excitement that comes from those moments. Sometimes the most exciting things that happen to us, they're usually not planned. It usually is something just so organic and so raw, and nothing that you could have done would have made it any better or any worse. It just is. Going to school out in the city, I think, I keep saying like going to school out in the city, it's like this big, it's literally for 40 minutes wide. But going to school, a new school, was an experience on its own. And every single day that I went there, I let the experience overcome me. I'm very much a simpleton. But the reason I am that way is because I just value the small things. The small things that I don't even think are that small. I know a couple of you probably like commute to school or whatever, and it's like, oh gosh darn, I gotta do this commute and it's long. But it's like, how amazing is it that you get the chance to explore somewhere else? Only if you choose for it to be an adventure. The spontaneous wonders, the spontaneous things that we cannot anticipate. We could have not done anything really to have changed that event, but it's so wonderful and magnificent, and we remember because it was exciting and it was different, it was unexpected, and it was adventurous. But you might be an introvert, and hey, I used to be one too. You don't have to go and talk or put yourself out there to have an adventure. Adventure could look like you trying a new recipe, you trying out a new dish, or you watching a new movie or a new show and committing to it, you picking up a new practice, like trying out a new workout routine if you do one habitually but you want to do something different. All adventure is getting out of habits. Make your life not so boring. Dance in the rain. The point of bringing adventure or calling more adventure into your life, you don't have to live a boring life, and you shouldn't. Nobody should, because who wants to wake up and know that they're going to be bored for the day? Nobody. I also think that a lot of y'all should be more of a simpleton. Hear me out. Hear me out. I'm not saying to not be bougie, okay, and to go on trips and to splurge and and to explore outside of your town and your country, especially if your budget permits, and especially if someone else's budget permits and they permit you to do so with their budget. Do it. However, after your month vacation in Cancun and your 2 weeks in the Caicos and then your other 3 months in Barbados and you're back at work, how do you bring adventure into your life? The thing with taking trips and going somewhere else and how amazing those trips are is that whenever you come back, a part of you wishes that you could have stayed because the adventure is over there. So how can you bring more adventure into your everyday life? Because you shouldn't have to feel like your life is worth being lived only when you are separated from reality. Even if every day isn't fun, you should feel like the power is in your hands. With that being said, get into your car or get on your bike or take a walk and go somewhere in your town that you've never been to. And if you've been to every single part of your town because you are a special scenario, then go to the next town over and go to a park. When you're on your bus ride, look outside and see what's there. As you're sipping coffee, talk to the person next to you. Everything around us, everyone around us is such an important part of the plot. So let's not neglect that. Let's not neglect the people who surround us and the things that we're able to see and the experiences that we're able to have. Like eating certain foods is an experience. Going through it, like having the ability to like get up and drive and go wherever you want is a blessing and an experience. So take that boring and that mundane and make it adventurous. Be in the moment so that when adventure is there, it doesn't miss you and doesn't pass you by. With all that being said, I hope the message got to y'all. I love y'all. And just thank you so much for watching. And I just can't wait to continue to post more content for y'all. Please comment, subscribe, like this video, share this video if you think that someone else can gain some insight from it. And also comment any questions that you have or any other video topics that you want me to talk about. I'm getting better at my editing. I hope y'all can see that in this video. We gonna keep going up from here, okay? Peace, love, and light. Love y'all.
Peace, love, and light. Subscribe for more.